All right, hello everyone. It is day number 389 complete. Hi there, I'm the Pathwalker. I upload daily videos on how my day went. Did we do what we wanted to do? What went well, what went bad? How do we make tomorrow better? What's the problem that we're working on solving? One step at a time, one day at a time, and just sharing that with you in a unfiltered way. So, thank you for joining me today, and let's get into it. So, last night I had a great upload time to my when I started recording. Now it's 12:47 a.m., which is earlier, I believe, than last time by a bit, but I do have a stream I need to get to shortly on Twitch. What was the issue? Well, we ended up staying late. I ended up getting in a weird state of mind, and um, it just I'm not going to share too many details here because it's fairly personal. Something with an ex-girlfriend relationship that I had messaged me, and it put me in a weird state of mind, and I unfortunately broke abstinence that night. It was in relation to that specific person, so it's not like I browsed the internet for pornography, but to me, that still counts as abstinence against what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to not have anything to do with looking at any pictures, videos, or anything at all on a screen or anything like that. So for that reason, we unfortunately broke it. Now, it was kind of, this was really like a once in a blue moon kind of thing. And I have no concerns or doubts that I'll be right back where I was. I really, it's honestly a pretty soft streak breaker, but I feel good going forward and I don't feel too bad. Unfortunately, it got me in a weird state of mind. Then I still wanted to watch this anime, and I ended up basically going to bed again at about 6 a.m. So we didn't go to sleep on time. So we went to bed at 6 a.m. and then I don't know what it was. I woke up around 1:30, then I'm waking up at 2 periodically, and I knew my body like knew I had to wake up and do stuff, but I ended up just I don't know being tired, but I think the problem is like with the snooze alarm. I don't use a snooze alarm, but I use three different alarms that I just turn them off, and then sometimes I'll set myself another one. But functionally, it's the same thing as a snooze. It's not good because my you keep waking up, right? And in my book, it's like that's not what I want. You want to have just an uninterrupted phase of sleep. And so what I should have done, I don't know, because I always go like, we can wake up in 7 hours. I probably in hindsight it's 2020, but I should have like just set it to 2 p.m. so that I get my 8 hours of sleep. I see that it's eight, I see that it's 2 p.m. It's like, okay, let's get out of bed. No excuses. So unfortunately, I didn't go rock climbing today, but in a way, this is okay because um, still functionally it's still the same thing because this means I'm going to rock climb on Sunday and then I'm going to rock climb on Tuesday and Wednesday I can't rock climb anyways. So basically, I'm having the same amount of days rock climbing unless I would have done like a 2 days in a row kind of thing, which I'm not planning on doing. And this allows me to actually go rock climbing with my stepbrother. Um, so that's cool because the other, if I was rock climbing today or Monday, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So that's a pretty cool thing. So we honestly ended up just sleeping in bed until like right before work. That said, we did everything. Now I crossed off rock climbing because instead of rock climbing, I ended up doing exercise, right? So I did a stair run, so up and down the stairs, 45 times. I kind of lost count a little bit, but it was around that time. So that's a new like record in terms of what I've been going through recently. I think the last time I did 30, either 30 or 35. So we definitely did much better, and I felt like I got a good sweat in, and it was good. And then everything else got done. So abstinence, I mean, for today, right after I woke up, everything was fine. But since what happened last night, we're kind of like gray about it. And then we have our stream that we need to do. So here's the breakdown. There's the stair run. We had our smoothie. We had soup as our meals. We walked the dog as always. I think I jogged with dog actually. Jogged with dog. And there you have it. So the plan for tomorrow is interesting. I don't know if the order of events is going to take place this way, but basically I am planning on completely clean shaving. Currently I don't have a razor to use, so I might end up going to the store to buy something. If I don't, maybe I'll just end up doing like a trim. But I kind of got tired of the beard a little bit. It's getting a little bit, I don't know, it's nice. I kind of like my beard, but I also like the idea of being like fresh and clean, and maybe having a beard more towards the winter. I know we're kind of near the end of summer, but it's still hot and I still feel like it makes sense. And I just feel like doing it. I always bounce between them. So a lot of people say they don't like me when I'm clean shaven, but you know what? It's me, so I have no problem with it. So that is going to take time, like this grooming part. That's why I gave myself an hour. Then I'm going to have my egg meal, just eggs, spinach, and bread. And then I'm going to go rock climbing, hopefully with my stepbrother. Come back, have a small meal, walk the dog, upload my video, and start my stream at the latest 8 p.m. I have been failing the last 2 weeks at least on this, and I really want to get my stream started by 8 p.m. So that's something that is in this day, out of avoiding abstinence and sleep, this is the one task that I really want out of anything else, truly. And then I'm going to say that I'll go to sleep by 5 a.m. Again, 5 a.m. sleep time is fine. I mean, obviously, it's better than what we did before, but at least it is like, it's 5 a.m. means I can wake up at 1 p.m. and that's all good. Okay, so for goal viewer sleep, I'll just keep it here. I think this is fair. At the end of the day, we still kept it, 6 a.m., but we're going to go to sleep earlier tonight. Nutrition, we're doing good, so let's just keep it up a little bit more, and then maybe, if we get it if we eat well tomorrow and then the day after, then I feel comfortable putting it back into the green. Fitness is, good. Really nice that we've been really committed to working out on the days that we're not rock climbing, so really liking that. And Twitch, tomorrow if I end up starting my stream by 8 p.m., I'll bring Twitch back to a yellow. Family, friends, romantic. I'm fine keeping romantic here given that was a weird thing that happened there. Vacuuming kind of needs to also be done, so maybe we'll do vacuuming on Monday. Cleaning, maybe we'll put that at like a light green here. Laundry's good. And grooming, well, I'll be doing that tomorrow, so put that a yellow. Dog walking is going to enter dark blue at the end of this week. And that's that. So, something that I'm thinking of kind of introducing now. By the way, for those who didn't notice, my last video, I actually ended up editing a thumbnail with it, and I realized a very easy way of having the thumbnail there. So from now on, we are going to do the thumbnail thing. I'm so glad. I always was like, is it going to be annoying? Now I could do that thing really fast now. So I'm really happy we are implementing the thumbnails. That was something that I've been planning on doing for a while now. So I'm really happy. And that's honestly kind of an accomplishment if I'm honest. I'm gonna say like that I talked about thumbnails a long time ago, and I'm so happy that I realized how easy it is to do the thumbnails that I'm looking for. So with that said, what we're going to basically talk about now, something that I'm thinking of saying is really focusing because my video yesterday, I really like the point that I was talking about because I truly believe that it can apply to so many other people and it's a very effective point. Documenting yourself and actively problem solving and documenting the results, I think is one of the biggest things that anyone can do to improve their lives. Personally, I like right now for this day, I'm thinking, what were the issues? Well, last night we went to sleep late. That's kind of a strange thing that happened because I had a really unexpected event that kind of put my mind in a weird state of mind. But I feel okay going forward. We didn't have too much procrastination time after work just now. I kind of finished some stuff at work and then I was just on my phone, but I didn't go to bed. I was doing it here in front of my computer, which I think helped me not, stumble or start scrolling too much. Um, the only other issue was waking up. That's the thing. We had an issue with waking up. So even though we went to sleep at 6 p.m., why did we need almost 10 hours of sleep? Because I know I didn't need that sleep. I think it was the interrupted time schedule. So what I'm going to do from now on, I'm thinking is um, I'm going to just set two alarms. I'm going to set my alarms the moment that I'm at 7 hours and a half after I go to sleep, the time that I'm sleeping, then an alarm at 8 p.m. and then an alarm at 8:30 p.m. and that's that. Because that way I condition my mind to say, look, can we just wake up at 7:30 p.m.? 7 hours and a half should be good enough. If not, 8 p.m. alarm, and then we should be absolutely good. And the only reason I'm putting an 8:30 p.m. alarm is just in case I somehow miss these alarms so that I don't oversleep or something. That's what that's the plan that I'm going to go forward from here. Do I know if it's going to work out? No, but I'm going to give it a shot, right? So that's what we're going to try now. We're going to experiment with it, document the results, and I'll come back to you guys either tomorrow or the next few days while I'm trying this out. If it doesn't work, we'll try to think of something else. And this is what you guys can do too. What is it that I'm not doing right? Let me try a solution. And just try it, you know? I think a lot of people, including myself, we can get so caught up in just the theorizing thing where like, oh, what's the best way or this, and you end up not acting. I'm sure you haven't heard that idea before, but like truly just think about like um doing something to make it better, right? There's a lot of fantasy play in our heads about how it would be ideal or oh things could be like this or things could be like this, but at the end of the day it's like okay, at this point in time I have this problem. What's the first solution that kind of makes sense to tackle this issue? Let's try that. Do it. Depending on what it is, you know, it's obviously case by case, but like maybe you need to try it for a few days or maybe a week, see how that goes. Did it fix it? Did it work? If it did, great. Maybe you can even break it up. What things about that solution were working well? What wasn't working well? Can you adapt it? Write this down, right? And then go back up. So, yeah, I mean, like from my perspective, you know, as long as you document these things and just try something and you're like, okay, wait, this is an idea, let me do it. Same thing with working out. It's like, oh, I want to build muscle. What do I do? Um, I don't know how to bench. I don't know how to deadlift. I don't know how to squat. I don't know how to do all these things. How about I know people like to bench press often. How about I look up a video on bench pressing and then start light and see how that goes. And you can go to the gym if you can, if that's an option for you, and give it a shot and try it and then start adding weight and then see how it goes. And then maybe you're like, huh, that wasn't that bad. Why don't I try the same thing with another thing? And I look up a video. How do I squat? And don't complicate it. Like people have different tips on how to do these workouts, but as long as you're putting an effort, you're naturally going to start seeing what works. As long as you really walk, as long as you're moving and trying things, you're going to get to wherever you want to go. That's really my message, and I believe it like just more than anything. So, with that said, I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.